Fortnite can never ever die out. I have seen so many YouTubers make videos about Fortnite dying, and the only main reason that they bring up is that people aren't having as much fun. Now, I know that I've made videos on that same topic before, but after researching a little bit, I've changed my mind completely. In this video, I'm gonna be proving to you guys that Fortnite will never and can never die out. Fortnite was a beautiful and amazing game when it first came out. It was very unique compared to all of the other battle royale games on the market. That's what jump-started the whole game. Then all the big YouTubers hopping on it increased the popularity tenfold. Now, we have some obvious reasons as to why this game can never die. We're gonna be getting these obvious reasons out of the way first, just because, like I said, they're obvious. The first thing is that it is free. A free game never really dies out because there's new people getting systems every single day. There's PS4s and Xboxes and PCs being sold every single day, and for the people who don't have enough money to spend them on games and spend it on controllers and the system itself, they're gonna look through the free game section and see Fortnite. Fortnite is all over the web, all over YouTube. Everyone knows about Fortnite. Some people might not know it as much. Some people might know everything about Fortnite. But if you just buy your PS4 and look through the free game section, I'm pretty sure everyone will recognize Fortnite. That's one of the main reasons as to why the game will never die, because it is free. It will always become downloaded. Now, maybe if they change up the game and make the battle royale like costing, it might tank the sales in the future, just because new players won't be able to buy it as much, because there's a lot of people, like I've said earlier, that buy the system but don't have enough money for games. Fortnite is free, and I don't think there's ever been a free game that has gotten this much praise. I mean, there has been like Clash of Clans, which is like a mobile game, and that got so much attention. I just tend to see Fortnite more than anything else, and like when I'm searching up stuff, when I'm watching videos, everything like that. And maybe that's tuned to me just because I am a Fortnite YouTuber and I search up things related to Fortnite, but I'm pretty sure this is the biggest thing to ever hit the gaming industry. And to add on to that, like I've been saying, it's free. Like, there's never been something this popular that was free. Back in May, Fortnite was only featured on the consoles and on the PC. So if you had no PS4, no Xbox, or if you didn't have a PC, you weren't able to play Fortnite, and you would have to watch Fortnite on your phone. Epic realized how much money they can make and how universal they can make their game if they actually added it onto other systems. Now today, if you go ahead and look at the game, if you have a Nintendo Switch, you can play the game. If you have a PS4, you can play the game. If you have an Xbox One, you can play. If you have a PC, you can play. If you have a iPhone, you can play the game. If you have some Samsung phones that are, compatible with it, you can play the game. There's no game that you can play every single one of those on. The most compatible game other than Fortnite that I can think of is the Grand Theft Auto series, and I see those on the phone, on the PC, on the consoles, but you don't see GTA on the Nintendo Switch, I'm pretty sure. So that's just one lacking compared to Fortnite, which is, once again, a free game that you can play on every single platform that you can possibly think of. Maybe not like the Nintendo DS or something, but the things that have been made recently, you can play it on. I know some of my friends had the Nintendo Switch and they weren't able to play Fortnite, and they went out and got a PS4, a whole PlayStation, just to play Fortnite. I mean, like, that catered to them just because I was on PS4 a little bit and they wanted to play with me and stuff, but they went out and bought a whole PlayStation for Fortnite, knowing that the game was free. And now that Fortnite has stretched out to Nintendo Switch users and mobile phone users, anyone can play the game. These two things that I've talked about so far, the game being free and the game seemingly being on every single platform you can think of, that already shows that it will never die. I still have more things to talk about, but if a game's just those things, it will never die. Being free and being on everything, there are new people, like I've said before, getting these devices every single day. Everyone seems to have a phone these days, at least an iPhone, 5. On the iPhone 6 and 7, I'm pretty sure you can play Fortnite on it. And the game is free once again. So if you do get a phone, you can play the game for free. All over the world, people are getting PlayStations, and Christmas is coming up. People are going to get PlayStations for that, and Xboxes for that, and new PCs and new monitors, and like all these new equipment that they can play Fortnite on because it is free. With it being free and available on every single platform, you would think that they wouldn't have enough time to update the game very often. Some of their team working on making this game available for Samsung, and some of their team working on making this available for Nintendo Switch, and some of their team making this available for iPhone phone, you wouldn't think that you would have, weekly updates, but you do. Now, once again, this is a free game available on every single platform you could think of that gets updated every single week. It feels like you have something new every single time you play. There's always like a new item coming out, a new game mode coming out, new skins coming out every single day, new pickaxes, new gliders, new dances. New is a very nice term that people love. Having new things in games is very, very refreshing. And with Fortnite, you're going to be very, very refreshed because every week there is an update. Now, these things that they might add in aren't always, the fan favorites. But just having new things every single week, it feels like every single day, but having new things every single week is still awesome. Even though, sometimes some people don't like the new skins that came out. Sometimes people don't like the new item. They feel like it's overpowered. Overpowered items gets me into my next topic, which I want to talk about. This is the most engaging community support that we've ever had. During Season 5, if you haven't played, I'm going to sum it up for you. During Season 5, there were some overpowered SMGs. SMGs are submachine guns, and they're known for their fast fire rate. And in Fortnite, if you've never played, you build to defend yourself. And these SMGs in Season 5 were very, very overpowered, and they could spray through any building in like 1 second. We expressed our bad thoughts about these SMGs and this whole meta that we had in Season 5 to the developers. Now, looking in Season 6, they removed plenty of the spam weapons that we called them, including the drum gun, the LMG, and the suppressed SMG. And now, we're not really in that spray meta. Now, I'll admit, it did take like a whole season for them to actually do something. But still, with all of the new content that we get pretty much daily, they're a very, very nice support team. And they always seem to have something new. So once again, for a free game that seems to be on every platform that gets updated weekly, it's gonna die out. These next two topics that I'm gonna be talking about aren't really that broad. Like we've been talking about free game. That's a pretty broad topic. But these ones that we're gonna be talking about are that they add real life emotes, which people might give in to start playing the game. So like, for example, we have the hype dance, which is, pretty much a dance that people do in real life. We've also seen the dab, infinite dab, and, everything like that, gentleman's dab, and these are things that people actually do in real life. And, there's some people who actually like doing these dances in real life. And if they see it in Fortnite, they might go ahead and give it a try. These dances are sometimes, in the shop. As you can see, the dip emote is actually like yeet in real life. That's what they call it. And people actually do that sometimes. All the cringy kids in school go yeet and stuff like that, which is really, really weird. But some of these kids might be like, oh, I do that in real life. Can I go do that in Fortnite? And some of them, like I said, are located in the item shop where you can actually purchase them. Some of them are in the free battle pass, which we'll talk about later. And some of them are in the paid battle pass. There are a lot of things relating to real life that you can actually achieve in Fortnite, which, give us like a common ground. There's like kids who don't really play the game, like, oh, that's something that happens in real life. That's really cool. And they might go ahead and try out Fortnite because of it. You guys all know about the battle pass. It's pretty much $9 and you get access to 100 rewards, but not instantly. You have to go ahead and play the game and get XP and tiers to go ahead and level up your battle pass. If you don't want to spend the $10, you would think that, oh, I don't get any of these rewards just because it's, $10 I can't really spend. It's a free game. I won't be able to earn anything except for like XP. There's no outfits I can get. There's no emotes. There's no pickaxes. I just get to play the game. But that's where you're wrong. There's a free battle pass. So for it being a free game, you get access to free things in the battle pass. That's crazy to me. Ever since Season 2, there's been a free section in the battle pass. And, up to about tier 50, every couple of tiers, you'll get something for free. As long as you're getting those tiers and, leveling up. It just baffles me that for a free game that is on every single platform, that seems to be updated with something every single day, and they have real life emotes, and for the people who, like I said, can only afford a system and download the game for free, can still unlock things and be just as cool as the people who spend money on the game, and for this game to die out with all of those features, that completely baffles me. So all of the people making videos saying that Fortnite is gonna die, you should show them this video and see if they change their mind. If you thought Fortnite was gonna die and you watched this video and it completely changed your mind, let me know in the comments. After researching for a while and I made this video, my mind has been changed. Final verdict is Fortnite will never, ever die.
Diamonds they nation all over my body. You try to text me, turn to a homie. Bodies be on me, I just catch a molly. Sipping on lean, now I feel like a zombie. I'm with the gang and be dumb if you try me. I tell my hoes make it up, they yo Gotti. I do my thing and I fuck up a party. Niggas that hate it gon' wanna say sorry.